What is going on, everybody? We are live for the Two Friends Talking Sports podcast. I'm your host, Max, the sports expert, and I have my co host alongside me, Ken Dog Sports.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's back. We're finally back after about a 3 week hiatus. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm excited for our what's it called our what's in our agenda tonight. MLB and some
MLB,
NFL predictions.
some NFL predictions as the season
Kicks
arrives
off tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yes, sir.
I can't believe it's tomorrow already.
I know.
Feels like yesterday. Yesterday we said goodbye to the NFL.
Exactly. It went by quick. Felt like yesterday we had the draft, we had training camp and all that fun stuff.
Well, yeah, let's talk about the MLB lately. How's the MLB lately for you?
So the MLB has been interesting. It's a race to the. There's a big race for the number one seed in the American League and in
Oh
the
yeah.
NL West as well. There's some races. So looking at the American League right now, you have the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers tied for the number one seed. Blue Jays do have the lead right now because of their win percentage, but and I think they do have the tiebreaker over the Tigers.
Yeah, they do.
But so they're in the lead right now, but that's going to be an interesting finish. But don't count out teams like the Yankees and Red Sox as well. I think the Astros could still be there, although less likely. So,
But yeah, Tigers won today versus the Mets. Tigers lost two. Mets won the series 2 out of 3 versus the Tigers. That was a very disappointing. But the Tigers are almost about to get the same amount of win total as last year, almost.
yeah, they're at 81 wins.
81 wins.
And the Toronto Blue Jays are actually winning 13-9. They were down 5-0 early after Shane Bieber got shelled in the second inning, but they've been able to swing their way back. Yeah, their offense is hella good.
Sorry about that. That's something my eye didn't want people to look at what I'm doing with my eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think? What's your honest prediction between the next 3 weeks of the season? What's your honest prediction? Who's going to get one? Or who will get two?
I'm gonna stick with my prediction from the. I know they're probably gonna lose tonight, but I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna stick with my prediction from the preseason. The Boston Red Sox will get the number one seed. I'm sticking with my guns.
Roman Anthony is on IR,
I know they got guys that can replace him. I think Willie Abreu might be coming back soon as well. So.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Oh, I know.
Who will get number two?
Number two.
Tigers.
I think it have to be the Tigers.
They're 81 wins already.
Yeah, and number three, I think it'll be the Houston Astros.
I kind of wishing the Tigers get number two because number one, what's it called? We'll play the Yankees or something like that.
Yeah.
I kind of want to play the Yankees in the playoffs.
Fair.
But yeah, let's talk about. And I kind of want to play the third seed. You know what I'm saying? Because that third seed should be a little bit easier than the Yankees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, let's go over to the National League. The Milwaukee Brewers are 4.5 games up for the first seed over the Philadelphia Phillies.
We did not even pick that when we were doing our predictions. We did not even pick that at all.
But did we not pick the Brewers?
Brewers making the playoffs.
I know. They've been quite good this season. I think I had the Brewers finishing last in the division. I think I'm not even trolling either.
I think I'm like a third.
Yeah, I really whiffed on that prediction.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, fair. What's going on, Karam? Yeah, both those teams have our number, so.
But yeah, how do you feel about the what's it called? Tigers. Today, Tigers might have an injury scare. Kyle Finnegan. You saw that?
There? I did not.
Kyle Finnegan, when he was warming up, sounded like he had a right groin strain.
Yeah.
And we kind of need Kyle Finnegan in the playoffs. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you can't lose him, especially him being your biggest asset at the deadline with guys like Charlie Morton and Chris Paddock struggling.
Morton is not doing as bad as Charlie Morton as Chris Paddock.
Still not
if
great.
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Charlie Morton's actually not that bad.
He's pretty bad.
He's not the greatest, but it could be worse.
He has a 5.52 ERA.
Potato.
Since joining the Tigers, his ERA is 5.81. Pretty bad.
Yeah. When did he last pitch?
I don't know. I'm not the Tigers fan here.
Did he pitch on Monday?
Maybe.
I'm losing it, Max. I'm just losing it over here.
Okay, but let's talk about the NL West. The Dodgers and the Padres are in a bit of a battle here for first place.
I kind of hope the Padres win it.
Same. They are 2.5 games behind though, so they're gonna have some work to do. And, the Dodgers, as good as they can be, they can go on a big tear with the talent they have. So.
Oh, Uncle Morton pitched on Monday.
Did he?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out when he pitched last.
It's fine.
All these games go together. I just can't remember who pitched who.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Dodgers are making the playoffs, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
But will they be a wild card or a division or a winning the division, right?
They'll probably be a divisional team when it's all said and done, although there's no givens there. Well, let me look at the standings. So the Brewers are basically a lock to be a division team. They are.
Tigers should be a lock too.
Dodgers are 3 games back of the Phillies, so
Tigers should be a lock too as winning the division.
To win the division, sure, but to get a top 2 seed isn't a lock yet because you still have maybe the Astros looming.
True.
So, gotta keep your eye on that.
There's gonna be a lot of baseball, even though that baseball season's almost over. We have so much baseball to continue. Tigers play the White Sox this weekend. Who does the Guardians play this weekend?
They have to play at the Tampa Bay Rays. 4-game series starting tomorrow.
Ooh, that should be an exciting series.
We'll probably end up splitting.
But yeah, let's talk about we'll find out pretty darn soon who's gonna make the playoffs. But are you thinking that we don't even know who's gonna win the World Series right now?
No. I'm sticking with my pick from the preseason, the Phillies Red Sox. So,
who did I have?
You have the Tigers, of course. I don't know against who.
I think it was the Dodgers.
Basic.
And I picked the Tigers to win the World Series?
I would think so. You picked them to win the one year they won 70 games.
Hey, we have 81 wins here.
I know.
And counting.
This year isn't a couple years ago.
Potato. But yeah, let's talk about NFL. I think it's
NFL football.
Tomorrow we have our first football game of the season.
Yeah, we do. We have the Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be at 8:20 on NBC/Peacock. The Eagles are an 8.5-point favorite. The over/under is 47.5. So.
Well, yeah. Let's talk about our predictions for the season.
Yeah.
What do you want to do first?
We can just go over our divisional predictions, order of,
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you? Let's start with the
Jacob.
AL or NL?
This is football. You said AL and NL.
I read it wrong. American League or National League?
AFC and NFC.
American Football
We're
Conference.
starting with the AFC. Yeah, they did break
National.
up. So let's start off with the AL East, not the AL East, the AFC East.
Who do you win the AL East?
AFC East. For the AFC East, I have the
Who
Buffalo
do you have?
Bills.
Who do you have for?
I have the Miami Dolphins at 4.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3.
And then at 3, I have the New England Patriots.
What?
Yeah. And number 2, I have the New York Jets. And then at number 1, I have the Buffalo Bills.
Explain your reason.
So I just think the Dolphins, Tua is one injury away from being like done in the NFL. I think Mike McDaniel might be on the hot seat. I don't know if I can trust their offensive line. Their secondary depth is definitely concerning, and their defensive line is probably their strength on defense. And even then, they have a couple guys that are coming off major injuries, so there's nothing given there. I think the defense could be a struggle this year. If the offense can be really good, they could definitely sneak into the playoffs as a wild card, but that's not necessarily a given because of the injury concerns they may have or the risk. So
they have Zach Wilson as a backup.
Yeah. What's going on, Riley? Appreciate you joining. But
What's up, Riley?
At 3, I have the Patriots. I think Drake May will take a step forward. TreVeyon Henderson will get rolling in that offense. I know that said he was 3rd on the depth chart. I just think that's procedural for a rookie. I think the defense is also young. They'll take a step forward. But the reason why I have the Jets at 2 is I think Aaron Glenn's leadership will be a major part. I think him coming from the Dan Campbell coaching tree, I think a lot of those players will, take him serious as like a leader. It's not like Robert Saleh, who is just kind of, he kind of babied the players to a certain extent. And what's going on, Eric in BMF? So his record prediction. I don't know. We'll talk about that when we get to AFC North. Wild cards, Denver, New England, and Pittsburgh. But I mean, Justin Fields, I don't know if I'm too confident in his ability to be the guy, but the Jets, I think their defense is also going to be stout this season. They did lose Elijah Vera Tucker probably for the season. That's a big piece of their offensive line. But I'm not going to give up on them just because, one injury. I think there's promise with this team. And I think there's a new direction, especially with leadership.
And Bills, of course.
And the Bills is self-explanatory. Josh Allen, John McDermott.
But yeah, my 4 is, you're going to be surprised, I picked the Jets.
Okay.
At 3, I picked the Dolphins. At 2, the Patriots. And at 1 is the Bills, of course.
Yeah.
I picked the Jets at 4 because I don't know how I feel about Aaron Glenn as being first-time head coach. I know you're right about that. I'm 100% agreeing with you. But is he a good head coach? We don't know yet.
It remains to be seen. That's fair.
I'm unproven yet. Maybe give me like 3 weeks. Let's talk then, But at 2 and at 3, I picked the Dolphins because Dolphins, I agree with you. Tua is like 1 injury away. But I think Dolphins have a little bit better of a team than the Jets. Tyreek Hill's 1,000% better than Garrett Wilson. Do you agree with me with that?
Not necessarily. Tyreek Hill, he started declining last year, and he's had some injury problems. They didn't name him a team captain, I think, for the first time since he's been a Dolphin. So obviously, there's a bit more going on behind closed doors than we think.
But they have Waddle.
Garrett Wilson's still really young, and he's really taken a step forward with his game. So to say he's 1,000% better just seems a little extreme.
Okay, never mind. I forgot. I'm sorry.
You
Then
said
I have
something.
two.
You said something about Jalen Waddle.
Waddle is really good.
He is good. He just drops the ball a lot.
Yeah. At 2, I have the what's it called? I picked the Patriots because Mike is it Mike or McVay? How do you say his name?
Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel is a really good head coach.
Yeah, he is. He was with the Browns last year as a consultant. If you didn't know that.
Was it helpful there?
No, considering we won 3 games. But I don't think it's not his fault.
But I think Vrabel is 1,000 times better than Mayo.
Yeah.
And I think Drake May is going to take a sophomore, not a slump, but a sophomore
surge.
I think he's going to be a great quarterback this year.
He has the potential to be.
And he has a great running back crew.
Mm-hmm. Ramondre Stevenson, Traquan Henderson can get the job done. If Stevenson can limit the fumbles.
And he has a great wide receiver crew right now with Diggs and Chafin. Not Chafin.
Who?
Chisholm.
Well, Chisholm's still an undrafted rookie, so he's still a bit unproven. Remains to be seen with him.
But he looked pretty good during preseason.
Yeah, I like Pop Douglas too.
But yeah, and Bill's is self-explanatory, you know.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah, Josh Allen, Sean McDermott, you know.
But yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good, number 1. Let's go to the AFC North.
Okay, so I'll go first. At 4, I think this one's pretty easy, the Cleveland Browns.
What? Oh, no. Just kidding.
At 3, the Cincinnati Bengals. At 2, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And at number 1, the Baltimore Ravens. What's the solution to the perpetual problem plaguing the Browns? A quarterback. Do they have a quarterback? Not necessarily.
They do. They have 5, but are they actually good?
No franchise guy right now. But and I'll go my Steelers record prediction. I think they'll win like 9 or 10 games.
Okay.
But the Browns is kind of self-explanatory as well. They have the worst roster in the division. They don't have the worst defense in the division. I think that's the Cincinnati Bengals, which will be the team we talk about next. But I just don't think the offense is up to par with the Bengals, the Ravens, the Steelers. Their offense kind of remains to be seen. They have an old Aaron Rodgers, and outside of DK Metcalf, the wide receiver room is kind of unproven. But again, the Browns, they just don't have much of a solution at quarterback right now. And even if they finish with like a top 15 defense, they're going to be trying a lot of different scenarios at quarterback this year. So it's kind of one of those years where they're just going through the motions. At 3, the Bengals. This one is interesting. They have Joe Burrow, they have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, they have stars like Trey Hendrickson, Logan Wilson. But again, do they have enough talent on the defense right now to be a playoff team? I'm not too sure, which is a shame because you are wasting Joe Burrow right now and Jamar Chase in their primes.
And T. Higgins?
You can't, because you can't fix the defense. What did they do to fix the defense this offseason? Like, honestly, before I actually want to go and look at their depth chart because I'm not sure what they even added. They added Demetrius Knight from the draft, and I thought even that was a reach in the second round. They added Shamar Stewart, but he's not going to be too prepared. He signed late, and they added Barrett Carter. So really, they just kind of kept the same defense. All they did was change coordinators. And Leon Arum was a heck of a defensive mind, so I'm not even sure he was the, I feel like that may have been a scapegoat scenario where they just cut him loose. I'm skeptical of the defense. I like Shador, but he played terrible in that last preseason game. His pocket presence is bad. So.
Okay.
But number 2, I have the Steelers. The Steelers are going all in. They added Darius Slay. They added Jonnu Smith. They got rid of Minkah Fitzpatrick, but they did in order to get Smith and Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey and Slay should be a fun corner duo, even though both are aging. They added Aaron Rodgers. Offensive line should be decent. I think they have a couple guys that are starting to come into form, such as Broderick Jones. Troy Fatanu will come back from injury, the first round pick from last year. So I think there's a bit of a foundation set there. They have tight ends, Fryermuth, Washington, and Jonnu, but the wide receiver room has concerned me a bit. DK's going to be very involved. I think the defense will be fine, though. I think that's where the Steelers will find a lot of their success. And then at 1, the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson will be the most unstoppable player in the division. They have the talent on defense. They have the coaching, and that's why I give the edge to the Ravens. And the Ravens might have outside of Myles Garrett, the Ravens might have the best defensive player in the division, Kyle Hamilton.
Oh, I tried talking about Jair.
Oh no, they did get Jair too. That was a heck of a pickup, but he's still good. But I think there's some teams that are concerned about him because of his injuries. So
okay, ready to hear mine?
Mm-hmm.
At 4, the Browns, of course.
Yeah.
At 3, I'm going with a hot take, Pittsburgh.
It's not really a hot take.
At 2, Cincinnati, and number 1 is the Ravens, of course.
Yeah.
Because I picked the Browns, pretty spoiled territory. If they had a quarterback and a good wide receiving crew, they would be better, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't, right? They don't. And I pick the Steelers at 3 because are you sure Aaron Rodgers is going to make the playoffs?
I mean, he's made the playoffs the majority of his career, not with the Jets, of course,
but who knows? But also, Mike Tomlin's a wizard.
He is a wizard. 0 losing records with Pittsburgh.
This is probably Aaron Rodgers' best coach he ever coached. Probably the best coach he ever was been coached by.
100%.
And this is like his 6th coach Aaron Rodgers ever had.
Yeah, he's had Mike McCarthy. He's had Matt LaFleur.
No, he had Joe Philbin. Do you remember? In 2018, Mike McCarthy got fired mid-season.
We're counting interims.
Sure. Can we?
One said that a down year for him is a career year for most. He's right. He's right.
Can we count interns?
I mean, you can if you want. I'm not because I don't remember all of them.
I'm just being weird. I'm just a weird person. I know. I remember all this stuff.
No, you're all right.
Matt LaFleur. I think Matt LaFleur might be the 2nd best head coach you ever coached by.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur.
Even though he has, huh?
He's a hell of a coach.
Do you think Matt LaFleur is better than Mike McCarthy, even though he won a Super Bowl with him?
I think so.
And then we have his worst head coach ever been coached by, Robert Saleh.
Yeah, probably. Robert Saleh just doesn't. He doesn't discipline his players enough. He's not very good with discipline, and that was kind of his downfall.
The only good thing about Robert Saleh, he went to the same college as me.
Did he?
Yeah.
Northern Michigan?
Yeah.
There you go.
You did not know that?
I did not.
And Mike Tomlin's the best head coach ever been coached by. Is that right?
Yeah, I agree.
And number 1, Ravens, because Ravens have pretty good defense. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. That's an unstoppable duo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, AFC South. I'll go this time.
Okay.
Titans at last. Then I have the Colts, the Jaguars. Then I have Houston win the division. What do you think about that?
Well, I'll give my prediction after you're finished with your explanations. And I'll
okay.
give my thoughts.
The Titans, pretty self-explanatory because we don't know about the Cam Ward situation.
Yeah, true. What the heck, Karam? Grimace, Mike McCarthy, and Grimace.
But you know what I'm trying to say. Like, we don't know the whole Cam Ward. Brian Callahan's not a good coach, I don't think.
I don't think so either. He's a bad leader. He doesn't. His press conferences aren't very good either.
Colts is pretty much explanatory. Is Daniel Jones really that guy?
I don't know.
But it might be better than the Titans. Just saying. Situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Jaguars. I think Jaguars is going to take a huge step this year with Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a great year.
Okay.
Because he has Travis Hunter. He has Brian Thomas this year. Is Travis Hunter playing wide receiver or cornerback?
He's playing wide receiver. A majority of snaps will be.
And Travis Hunter is a hell of a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Having him and Travis and Brian Robinson's Brian Thomas, I meant, is a game changer, right?
Yes.
In Houston, Houston's pretty good. CJ Stroud's a really good coach. Not good coach. Good quarterback. Sorry
Coach
about that.
Stroud. He's coaching and playing quarterback.
Sure, why not? Okay, what's your predictions?
Well, now that you've given your predictions, I'll give my thoughts. I have the exact same order: 4 Tennessee, 3 Indy, 2 Jacksonville, 1 Houston.
That was my idea. Am I right?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure I'm right about what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, the Titans, I think it's going to take some time for them to get going.
Cam Ward's a good quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, Drake May's a good quarterback too, but the Patriots still only won like 4 games last year. So,
but I think it's fine. I think having a good coach like Vrabel, it's gonna be good for him.
Mm-hmm. So there will be a bit of a learning process there. At 3, the Colts, Shane Steichen. I like him. Don't love him. I think there's a chance they could finish 4th, honestly, but I do think the roster is a little more deep than Tennessee, so that's why I give them the edge. At 2, the Jaguars. I don't want the Jaguars to be good. The Browns have their pick, but I think they'll finish 2nd. But again, all 3 of these teams behind Houston could finish with top 10 picks. It's a pretty weak division. But Travis Hunter will give him a spark, but I don't know about the depth on the offensive line. I think the secondary might have a bit of an issue depth-wise as well. So
I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a good year.
He might under Liam Cohn. Liam Cohn's who he wanted to be his head coach too. So I could definitely see that. And then at 1, the Texans, they have the most loaded roster in the division. They've CJ Stroud. He had a little bit of a sophomore slump last year, but he was playing through some injuries, and the offensive line was pretty bad. They did trade Laramie Tunsil, which was interesting, but on an already depleted offensive line. But they didn't want to pay him all that money that he earned, which is fine. And it's not like the offensive line was performing with him anyways, so might as well get something for him. But I think they'll still be a pretty good team. Whether they can contend for the Super Bowl remains to be seen.
Okay, I'll go do the AFC West first. This is a toughie.
Rob has Texans, Colts, Jags, Titans. I hope the Jags are last, but hey, Colts. Danny Dimes a believer. I'm just kidding. No, but no, I don't think anyone has 2 teams from the AFC South going to the playoffs.
AFC West is a toughie a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Because the Raiders could be good with Pete Carroll.
All those teams could be really good.
But one asked before, I'm picking the Raiders at 4 right now. Is that fair?
It's fair.
At 3, the Broncos. 2 Chargers, and number 1 is the Chiefs.
Okay.
But between the Broncos, Chargers, and Chiefs, they can all be scrambled up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I still think the Chiefs might get 2nd place this year. I have a feeling they have a chance. I think the Chiefs are back down to earth a little bit.
They might be. Rob agrees with you on the AFC West.
Yeah, it may be all sub 500 save. He's in. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to give you my explanation. Raiders. I think the Raiders could be good. You agree with me?
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to see him once as a team.
That's fair. They got to prove it to you.
And I have 3. Broncos. Broncos could make the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
They can literally do. And Chargers. I think Chargers Chiefs on Friday night's going to be a hell of a game. One hell of a game.
In Brazil.
Except the turf sucks. Talk to Jordan Love about that one. Am I wrong?
No.
And Chiefs, pretty sanitary. They're pretty good, but they could get last place this year. Not last place, but it could be second place.
Who knows?
What's yours?
Okay, so mine 4th, I have the Raiders as well. That was tough putting the Raiders at 4th, but again, it's like you got one of these teams has to finish last, and I think they're the favorites right now.
I think the AFC West might be the best division this year.
Might be. I really do like Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, Jacoby Myers in that offense with Geno Smith. And with Pete Carroll coaching, I think the defense could improve. At 3rd, I have the Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers at 3rd. The one thing about the Chargers, though, that might change the trajectory of their season is losing Rashawn Slater. That's a
I forgot about that one.
That's a humongous loss. Like that's
I forgot about it.
That's
I forgot he got hurt.
That's his blind side or whatever they call it.
But Joe Alt's there now.
Yeah, he is. But then you got to avoid it right tackle now. So
true.
I don't know. I'm just going to put him at 3rd. At 2, I have the Denver Broncos. And at number 1, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos, I think the Broncos are going to have the best defense in football. That's my prediction. That's my prediction right now. The Broncos have the best defense in the NFL.
I did a fantasy draft on Monday. I picked them up. That was like one of my 11th or 12th pick. I picked them up.
Yeah. Patrick Surtain's the best DB in football. Was the best defensive player in football last year. Riley Moss is hella underrated. You got Zach Allen, Nick Benito, Jonathan Cooper. I'm forgetting somebody else.
It's someone.
But that defense is loaded, man. Dre Greenlaw and Tua Hafunga, they signed in free agency. Brandon Jones wasn't bad either. They drafted Jahdae Barron. My goodness. They also drafted
I love their defense.
It's going to be the best defense in football, in my opinion. Vance Jones he's an intelligent defensive coordinator. Wasn't the best head coach, but he knows how to coach a defense. They're going to be tough to score against this season. I do wonder if Bo Nix could have a little bit of a sophomore slump because of how good he was last year. But I think from what I've heard, I think everything's been going well in camp. And
I love Bo Nix.
Reason for optimism for the Broncos. And the running back room should be a bit improved. They have Dobbins and RJ Harvey. They're now in Jaleel McLaughlin still as well.
I love the Broncos.
I forgot they also added Evan Ingram. So.
Oh yeah. And
they needed a tight end bad too.
I love Bo Nix. He's a really good quarterback.
Yeah, and the Chiefs should be self-explanatory. They've made 3 straight Super Bowls or whatever it is. So, yeah. Like Taylor Swift will be singing "Where Did My Tight End Go?" We were not so tight in the end. That's what she'll be singing once they divorce.
Good one there. I love that one.
Yeah.
Who cares about that duo, man?
I know. Beta.
Congratulations. Where's my invite? Right?
Right.
Okay. Do you want to do the playoffs at the end?
Yeah.
Okay, you can go first. The AFC East.
And for the NFC East,
NFC is, I meant.
okay, so at 4, I have the New York Giants. That's self-explanatory. They have the weakest quarterback room. Russell Wilson's kind of washed now. Roster isn't really deep at this time, and I don't really trust Brian Dable. I think he's out after the season. At number 3, I have the Dallas Cowboys. Offense has potential. Defense is going to be pretty bad. They have no pass rush.
No
Outside,
Micah Parsons.
a couple corners up front. 7's kind of weak. At 2, you have the Washington Commanders. A lot of people will be picking them to win a division because they want someone new, which is fair. I think Jaden Daniels will be good, but I would pump the brakes. I'm not going to come out and crown him superstar just yet because he's only going to his second year. And then at 1, I have the Philadelphia Eagles, the reigning Super Bowl champions. I think they'll repeat in the division. That roster's so good. The offensive line will be good again. That receiving core, they have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dodson, Dallas Goedert still there. And then the defense, they just reload on that defensive line. They lose a couple guys. They lost Josh Sweat, but they know how to reload better than any other team at football. So Eagles, Commies, Boys, Giants. Yeah, I agree with you, Rob.
My turn. Okay, Giants at last, of course. 3, Cowboys. 2. Can I give you a hot take?
Yeah.
Eagles.
Okay.
At 2. And 1, Commanders.
The Dallas Cowboys.
I said Commanders.
I'm just kidding.
4, Giants, self-explanatory. They're not. Russell Wilson might be good this year. Giants country, let's ride.
Giants country, let's ride into 4th place. Mm-hmm.
And we don't know what their whole situation will be like. Am I
wrong? No.
They're not a good team.
They're not.
3, Dallas Cowboys. Kind of explanatory because they just lost Micah Parsons last week.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because, what's it called? They're not a bad team. They're really good. They're not. Their whole team is bad around it. Only best player on their defense right now is Bland and Diggs. Is Diggs going to be good this year?
What's that?
Is Diggs going to be good this year?
I would think so if he's healthy.
And the reason why I put the Eagles at 2, you know why? You know why I picked Eagles at 2? Because every year, for like many, many years, the NFC East never had the same division champion.
Really?
You did not know this?
No, that's shocking.
Since like 2004, there has not been the same winner in the NFC East year after year.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense why I'm picking the Commanders at 1?
Yes.
Because that's a theory I've been reading.
Well, theory's that's going to end this year.
But I think the Eagles and Commanders are going to have really good records. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they both will. They'll both be decent teams. At least they should be.
But Eagles, I think the Eagles are going to be a really good team this year. I'm just saying, I'm just going with stats, man.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the NFC North. You can go first.
What are we doing?
NFC North.
All right. Are you going for who's going first?
You.
At 4, I have the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
At 3, I have the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
At 2, I have the Green Bay Packers. And at 1, I have the Detroit Lions. So for the Green Bay Packers, the Chicago Bears, I was going to be higher on them coming in. like a couple of months ago, I was going to be higher on them. But from what I've been hearing in camp and preseason, the vibes really haven't been that immaculate. You know, they've been kind of a letdown with Ben Johnson in his first training camp as a head coach. It just doesn't feel like the vibe is there going into the season for the Bears. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. And I think they're kind of the outlier there to finish fourth. At third, I have the Minnesota Vikings. I know Kevin O'Connell, he can make any offense look good with any quarterback, but not any offense, but his offense, any quarterback in his offense. But JJ McCarthy could look like that. But I do wonder if last year was a bit of a fluke considering all the one-score games they won and, some of the opponents they faced. And at number 2, I have the Green Bay Packers. I considered putting them at 1 because of the addition of Micah Parsons, but they're going to be a really good team. Jordan Love is a really good quarterback, but can be a bit streaky at times. So I do wonder, if he'll have a bit of a stretch where he's just kind of, throwing picks, turning the ball over here and there. And then at 1, I have the Detroit Lions. They're the most talented team in the division still. They did lose both coordinators, but I don't think that'll be too much of an issue. Ben Johnson was a heck of a coach, heck of an offensive coordinator. But I think the guy that led the foundation, that built the whole thing, Dan Campbell, is still there, and I think that's what matters most. And one addition, I talked about this earlier, that I love they made in the offseason was DJ Reed. They got him on a really solid contract too, and he'll be so valuable for that secondary. And if it weren't for injuries last year, they probably make the Super Bowl. So
Okay.
Coleman McKinney. What's going on, Coleman? I had them finishing second.
Coleman McKinney, right?
Yeah, Mid-Lake Coleman.
Mid-Lake Coleman. Okay, 4, the Bears. The Bears. 3, Vikings. 2, Lions.
Packers.
No. 1, Packers.
Yeah, I don't think Kenny's ever not picked this team before. If it were Kenny's predictions, if you looked at like his career predictions forever, if there was like a list, he'd have all the titles being won by the Packers, Tigers, Lakers. So, yeah. Am I wrong?
No. I'm sorry. I'm a homer, man.
What's so good about Walmart? In your mind.
Okay, 4, I picked the Bears because Bears self-explanatory.
Yeah.
The Bears still suck. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much, we don't know what's going to happen. Ben Johnson could be a good head coach, but we don't know. Do we know yet?
We don't know. He could be the next Belichick, or he could be the next Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
3, I picked Vikings because I think Packers and Lions are way better.
Mm-hmm.
2. Also 3, because Vikings, JJ McCarthy, he's a rookie, basically. Am I wrong?
No.
He never played before.
Dude, I picked UTEP to win that game too. I'm going to say it, Coleman, but I was wrong.
2, I picked the Lions because I'm worried about their defenses. I'm worried about their not having Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson anymore. I'm worried about that, Max. I'm actually worried about it. Are they going to be good? But 1, Packers, because I have some valid reasons, Maxwell.
Mm-hmm.
1, adding Micah Parsons is a huge upgrade to their defense. I know it's sad that Kenny Clark's gone, but it's Micah freaking Parsons, man. Yeah. Max, Micah Parsons is one of the best is the best edge rusher in the NFL.
Myles Garrett exists. You are
Nah.
not. If Michael Parsons wasn't on the Packers, you wouldn't be saying this. It wouldn't be. You wouldn't be saying this. Come on.
Fine. We should replay last week.
What's last week?
Go back. We should have done this video a week ago today.
Yeah, you wouldn't have said that. Hutchinson is better than Parsons. He's good, but that's a debate. What do you think, Kenny? Hutchinson or Parsons? I know what you're going to say, but
I love Parsons.
Yeah. Well, Myles Garrett's better. Let's be real, though. Myles Garrett is better than him. Like,
Rashawn Gary's going to have a great year this year.
Yeah.
He's going to have a phenomenal year.
Myles Garrett as well. He can do both. Nick Bonito.
Okay.
Well, Nick Bonito is not the best edge rusher in football. He's good, but let's pump the brakes, McKinney.
Let's go to the South before we get in the big argument.
We're not arguing.
I know. I'm just pretending.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
New Orleans last. 3, the Carolina Panthers. 2, the Atlanta Falcons. And number 1 is Tampa Bay Buccaneers. New Orleans, self-sanatory. They don't have a quarterback.
Spencer Rattler, franchise guy.
I can probably put Malik Willis on the team and it'll make him way better. I'm not being a homer there. Malik Willis is way better than
Spencer. I agree. Tyler Shough is ass, too. I don't know why teams were so high on him. I had a 4th-round grade on him, almost a 5th-round grade.
Louisville.
Broncos best defense. Yeah, I said that. I think the Broncos have the best defense in football. I said that already in the stream.
Can I change it? I want Panthers at 2 and Falcons at 3.
Yeah,
if you don't mind.
Change it. Yeah.
Because the Falcons, is Michael Penix that guy?
I don't know.
Because they didn't show much this past year, Michael Penix. This is his first offseason as number 1 quarterback over Kirk Cousins. Am I wrong about that?
I don't think so.
And can I say something about the Panthers? I think the Panthers, I think Bryce Young is going to have a great year. You heard it here first. I think this is going to be a breakout year for Bryce Young. What do you think about that one?
Could be. I like Bryce Young a lot too, so I hope it is, but remains to be seen.
And number 1, Tampa Bay. That's pretty much self-sanatory. They have a great defense, great offense. Baker Mayfield, ever since he got to Tampa Bay, been a life changer.
I know he has been. Generational talent.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, at 4, I have the New Orleans Saints. At 3, I have the Atlanta Falcons. At 2, I have the Carolina Panthers. At 1, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we all have the same order. All 3 of us, me, Kenny, and Rob. But the Saints, self-explanatory, no quarterback. Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shough are your options. Roster isn't – I don't think it's as bad on paper as some people say it is. But it's just – without a quarterback – it's going to be tough because even some of the teams with not great quarterbacks have quarterbacks that are okay. They don't really even have that. So, there's going to be some struggles down the road with Kellen Moore's first year being a head coach. At 3, the Atlanta Falcons. The reason why I have them at 3 mainly is not because of Penix and his uncertainty. I think it's the offensive line. They lost right tackle Caleb McGarry to a season-ending injury already. That's his blind side. So, that offensive line, even with McGarry, was a bit of a question mark. I think they're going to have a lot of issues there.
Royals lost tonight.
Did they?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That Falcons offense might be meh. And Raheem Morris was pretty bad last year as a coach. And he's a guy I actually had some faith in, but I don't know. And the defense, I think it could be okay, but it remains to be seen. At 2, I have the Carolina Panthers. I think I like what David Canales could be building there.
I love Tate.
He breaks out.
I like Tet.
I like Ted McMillan as well. You have Jalen Coker if he can come back from injury, and then Xavier Legette if he can take a step forward. That's big. And you have a 1,000-yard rusher in Chuba Hubbard as well. And that offensive line is pretty dang good too. One of the better ones in the NFC. So they could Coleman. I don't know if that's Glaze. How is picking a team going under 500 glazing?
Did you say anything about Tampa Bay yet?
No, but I agree with you. They have the most weapons in the league. The defense has talent as well. It's a well-coached team. That's pretty much all I have. Baker Mayfield, what you said about him.
Okay. Let's go to the NFC West. 4, I have the Arizona Cardinals. At 3, I have the Seattle Seahawks. At 2, the San Francisco 49ers. And number 1, the Los Angeles Rams. What?
I'll say it. I'll say it when I do my picks.
Okay. Arizona last place. Kyler Murray not that good. Do you agree with that?
I agree. 100% agree.
But they do have Marvin Harrison. He's really good.
Karama Seattle last.
But I don't think they're going to be a good team this year. I don't think Cardinals are going to be good this year. Seattle at 3. Do you think Sam Darnold's going to have a great year after his great year last year with Vikings?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Some weapons, who knows?
Cooper Kupp, Jackson Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah.
49ers at 2. I don't know about that one. I don't know because I don't know about that wide receiver crew for 49ers. Does it make sense?
Yeah, they have some injuries there.
And is CMC actually ready to play?
I think he's ready for now. Who knows if he'll be ready later on down in the season.
And Rams at 1.
On the road.
Sean McVay's a wizard. Sean McVay might be the best coach in the NFL. Probably the best coach in the NFL. And
who won't what, Rob? Is this about Darnold or McCaffrey?
Okay.
Okay, so you saw me shaking my head, Kenny.
I saw.
You want to know why?
Why?
We have the same picks again.
Really?
Yeah, we have the same picks almost all of MLB, and now NFL again.
We didn't talk about this either.
I know.
I never told you this.
It's like we copy each other's picks. I have the 4 Cardinals, 3 Seahawks, 2 49ers, 1 Rams. Darnold, yeah. Sure. I sort of agree, Rob. It's not nearly as nice of a system as Kevin O'Connell's was. Kevin O'Connell could make me look like a franchise quarterback.
Probably me, a defensive player.
He could probably make Kenny Leaf Erickson the next Joe Montana. So yeah. But I agree with Kyler Murray. I think this is the year where people are going to start realizing that there really needs to be a big question about Kyler Murray and whether he can continue to be a starter in this league. I mean, dude.
Hey, he needs that time on what's it called?
He's mad at best.
No, he needs his gaming time, right?
Yeah. I mean, he has a couple of receivers, Rob, but again, I don't know. Cooper Kupp is wide receiver 2 is fine, but he's getting old, I guess. So I have them at 3. And I think Mike McDonald, huge fan of him as Ravens defensive coordinator, but he had a pretty horrendous year coaching last year. He did fire Ryan Grubb, which was the right move. He was a terrible offensive coordinator at Washington. I don't know how he got an NFL job. I know Washington had some really good offenses under him, but it wasn't the reason why his play calling was terrible. The only reason why Washington's offense was so good is because of Michael Penix from Odunze. They had weapons for days. Ryan Grubb was a terrible offensive coordinator. He was terrible in the NFL, like everyone expected. And now he's back in college with Alabama. And guess what? He called another terrible game. So maybe the Seattle Seahawks are able to get the offense going a bit more, get the juices flowing without him. but it remains to be seen with Darnold. At 2, I have the 49ers. I do worry about their injuries. They always have injuries every year, especially in the receiving room. That defensive line will be inexperienced, especially interior with Alfred Collins and CJ West being drafted. CJ West, shout out to him, former Kent State Golden Flash. And then
Who?
CJ West, the 49ers' fourth round pick, defensive tackle. He played at Indiana last year. He was a transfer from Kent State. So,
all right.
So,
Okay.
then at 1,
Rams,
I have the Rams. Matthew Stafford isn't healthy, and they're going to finish like 4th. But if he is, they should finish first. They have the best coaching staff by far in that division. They have depth. So,
okay.
It's not, they don't have the most flashy roster in the world, but it's something that, Sean McVay can work with. We know who he is. We know the type of coach he is.
Let's do Let's do our playoff predictions now. Okay, I'll go first. I have Bills at 1. At 2, the Ravens. At 3, the Chiefs, and at 4, the Titans.
Titans, nice.
Not Titans. I meant Texans. I said that wrong. Sorry.
You're fine.
I was looking at the playoffs I was looking at the records from preseason. I read Titans over the Texans. You know what I'm saying? Because Titans was number 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, Texans at 1, at 4. And my wild card teams this year, I have Chargers, Broncos, Steelers.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
All right, for the AFC, I have 1, the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, that's
at
not
2,
bad.
I have the Buffalo Bills.
We split them.
At 3, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. And at 4, I have the Houston Texans. I'm going to do my 6 and 7 teams first because my 5 team is a bit interesting. So at 6, I have the Denver Broncos. I'm talking about how good their defense will be this year. I think they'll sneak into the playoffs. At 7, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We have but very similar.
At 5, I don't know if you saw it yet or not. Probably not. New York Jets. So, what?
Wow.
Aaron Glenn will win the Coach of the Year in his first year, and he'll lead the Jets to a playoff spot. That is my prediction.
Okay.
Hell of a leader.
NFC,
I'll go first. This might be a bit of a surprise to you too, and probably to Rob as well. My number 1 seed, and it's because of schedule more than anything. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At number 2, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. At 3, I have the Detroit Lions, and at number 4, I have the Los Angeles Rams. My wildcard teams. At 5, the Green Bay Packers. At 6, the San Francisco 49ers. And at 7, just sneaking in, the Washington Commanders.
I'm shocked here.
Are you? I'm just saying, look, the Bucs get to play the Panthers, Saints, and Falcons 2 times a year each. That's going to go in their benefit.
That's fair. Hey, I'm not doubting that. I'm just...
I know.
Okay, number 1. Do I do it? This might be a shocker, Max.
Will it be, though? Will it actually be a shocker?
The Rams.
Oh. I thought you were going to say Packers.
Packers at 2, just to let you know.
Okay.
At 3, the Commanders. And at 4, was it what division? What division I forgot? Buccaneers. What do you think about that?
That's fine. That's bold. But hey,
At 5, Eagles. Eagles, Buccaneers, first round. That's not bad.
not at all.
At 6, I have the Detroit Lions. And at 7, I have the Washington Commanders. No, or I already picked Washington Commanders. I'm sorry, I'm losing at 3. That was 3. I have 49ers squeaking in.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you have the 49ers?
No. That'll be 49ers Packers round 1. I kind of don't not like that. For obvious reasons.
I just realized we have the same playoff teams except the Jets. I have the Jets. You have the Chargers.
Did we plan this out?
I don't know. Okay, but
is that bad? I picked the Rams at 1.
I mean, it's your picks. It's your prediction. I'm not saying it's bad. I have the Buccaneers at 1, so we have our takes.
Okay. Super Bowl. Well, let's do Super Bowl at the end. Let's do our coaches. Let's do all the awards.
Well,
okay.
Wait, what? I want to do matchups like in the playoffs. Like, who do we think's gonna win against who?
Okay.
So for why, I'll start with AFC. Oh, and before I start, the reason why I'm telling you, Jets, they're gonna break their playoff drought. It's gonna be like the Browns in 2020. Kevin Stefanski coming in, they're saving the day, winning Coach of the Year and breaking the drought. So.
Okay.
But okay, so for the AFC playoffs, the Ravens obviously have a first round bye. So it'll be the Houston Texans and New York Jets. That game is in Houston. I am going to take the Houston Texans to win that game. Okay, so then you have 3 Chiefs versus 6 Broncos. I'm going to take the Chiefs to win. I just think the experience is too much. I think the Broncos might need another year in order to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. And then the Bills Steelers rematch last year. I'll take the Bills again. Okay. I just think the top of the teams in the AFC are just so much more established than the wild card teams right now. Like the Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, those teams are just established as contenders, yearly contenders right now.
Who did I have my matchups again for AFC?
For AFC, you had the Chargers versus the Texans.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just forgot. My brain just went fried for a minute. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Chargers versus Texans. I have Texans winning. I have. Then I had.
You had the Broncos versus the Chiefs.
I have Chiefs winning, and I have the
Steelers versus the Ravens.
I have Ravens winning.
Okay.
All 4 of them, all the top 4 seeds winning.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the divisional round. Ravens versus the lowest seed, which is the Texans. I am going to take the Ravens.
And I'll pick. Okay, you can go.
Oh, no, you can go. Sorry about that, Ken.
And I have Bills beating the Texans. Okay, your turn.
And I have the Bills beating the Chiefs.
Bills beating Chiefs.
I have Chiefs at home.
I have Chiefs versus Ravens. That's a good matchup.
Yeah.
I have a hot. Well, who did you pick?
I have the Ravens versus Bills.
Ravens Bills conference championship.
Yeah.
I have the same thing. I think the Chiefs dynasty is over.
Okay.
After the 4 years. Okay. And
Who are we picking for the AFC? I'm picking the Bills to beat the Ravens.
I picked the Ravens beating the Bills. Okay, that's fine.
So you have the Ravens in the Super Bowl. I have the Bills.
That's not bad, actually. Okay, NFC.
Let's go on to the NFC. So I'll start. For the Rams Packers, I'm going to take the Packers to win that game.
Okay.
For the Lions 49ers, I'm taking the Lions to win that game. And then the Eagles Commanders, I'm going to take the Eagles to win.
Okay. Rams already have a bye. Packers versus 49ers. Packers. Packers finally beat the 49ers in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's been many years since Packers beat the 49ers in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying, Max?
Yeah.
I hate the 49ers.
Yeah.
I have Lions versus who? Who was it again?
You have the Lions.
Oh, Lions Eagles.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a toughie. That's a toughie here, Max. No.
No.
No,
Are you
it was Buccaneers Eagles. It was Buccaneers Eagles, and it was
Bucks Eagles, yeah.
Lions who? Lions was Bucks Eagles. Rams by Packers 49ers. Who? Oh, it was the Commanders. It was Lions Commanders. Ooh. Oh, rematch of the divisional round.
Yeah.
I have the Lions beating the Commanders finally. This time's at Northwest Stadium. And I have Eagles beating the Buccaneers. Okay, let's go to the.
Wait, is that your conference championship prediction?
No.
Oh no,
That's the wild card.
Okay, so
I have Eagles Buccaneers in the first round, remember?
Okay, yeah. So for my divisional, I have the Buccaneers Packers. I'm gonna take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to beat the Green Bay Packers.
Wow.
And then you get the Eagles and the Lions. I'm taking the Detroit Lions to win on the road.
Okay. I have. Who do I have again? Oh. It's Packers, Eagles. No, wait. Packers, Eagles. Rams, Lions. Okay, Rams, Lions. I have the Rams. I have Lions beating the Rams.
Yeah.
I have Packers beating the Eagles.
Okay.
My NFC championship game, Lions, Packers.
There you go.
Okay.
And yeah, I have the I'm gonna go with the Lions to beat Buccaneers at home.
And this is at Lambeau Field in the snow. Packers beating the Lions. In the Super Bowl, Ravens, Packers.
I got Lions, Bills.
Okay. And do you want to do Super Bowl now? Or do you want to do the awards now?
Let's just do the awards first.
Okay. Who's your comeback player of the year? I'm going to do comeback. Let's do like the major awards, like comeback and all different stuff.
Okay. Comeback player of the year. I think who the heck was out last year? Let me see odds. So I'm gonna go Christian McCaffrey. Why not?
Max, I have the same.
Do you?
Who's your rookie of the year?
My rookie of the year.
Yeah? 1 second.
Okay.
My roommate's talking.
Yeah. So, rookie of the year. Okay. So, I have my rookie of the year predictions. I'll say him when Kenny gets back, but maybe not. Maybe I'll just say him now and then I'll reveal him to Kenny when he gets back. So for my offensive rookie, I have Ashton Genty. For my defensive rookie, I have James Pierce Jr. Generational talent, by the way. So I don't know. That's just kind of where I'm at with that. I don't know where Kenny's head's at. I don't know. But those are my predictions there. Super Bowl, we did I have Lions Bills for Super Bowl. He has, I think, Ravens Packers, which is fair. I don't know. So there we go.
Wait a minute, sorry.
You're fine.
My roommate. Yeah?
What
My
about
roommate locked him out of his room.
you? What?
My roommate locked himself out of his room.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
what were you supposed to do about that?
I gave my phone number to him. Gave the
Oh.
phone, my phone, to him.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
you're fine.
What did I miss?
Well, I was gonna go over my offensive and defensive rookies of the year.
Did you do anything else I missed? Did you do any other awards?
No. So my offensive rookie of the year, pretty simple, Ashton Genty. And then my defensive rookie of the year, I'm gonna go with an interesting one, James Pierce Jr., defensive end from the Falcons.
Okay.
So
My offensive rookie of the year, Matthew Golden. My defensive player of the year,
of course,
I don't know who's a rookie this year.
I don't know. Look,
Sorry about that.
Devin Williams is ass cheeks, bro.
Golden's actually really good, you know. Am I wrong?
Not necessarily.
I have my analysis. Abdul Carter.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, offensive player of the year?
Yeah. You said
Who's
Matthew Golden.
No, I said offensive real.
Okay. Yeah. Who's your pick?
I have Mr. I forgot his name.
I already know my pick. I wish I had a high enough pick to draft him in my fantasy leagues, but I didn't.
Jamar Chase.
Okay.
Who's yours?
I'm going Jahmyr Gibbs.
I missed what he said. Sorry, I actually put on mute.
I have Jahmyr Gibbs.
Who's defensive player of the year?
Defensive player of the year? I'm gonna go and take a shot on I'm gonna go if it weren't for injury last year, you probably would have won. I'm gonna go Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay. I have Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons.
Of course you do.
Hey. Who's your MVP?
My MVP? So for my MVP, I am gonna go ahead and lock in. I don't know. This one's tough, but I'm gonna go and. Damn. This feels bold. This feels bold. Like the odds, like I don't think you're gonna expect this, but this is bold. Baker Mayfield.
Wow.
I mean, he's got the weapons, man. Like he is set up in that division too. Like, if there's any chance for him, it's this year. He had 41 touchdowns last year. He can do it, man.
Who won MVP last year?
Nathan, you said Baker's a terrible choice, and you say Nathan Peterman. Okay.
Who's MVP last year?
Josh Allen. Well, this guy's obviously a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so
I have Lamar Jackson.
give me Iguodala, he said. Lamar Jackson again. Like, that's like the 10th time.
Just kidding. Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
But I don't think he's going that far in the playoffs.
Okay. If I was on TV right now, everyone would be telling me I have terrible takes for saying Baker Mayfield in for MVP. I don't care. I don't care. I should have drafted him in fantasy, honestly.
Okay. Let's do our Super Bowl champion.
You go first.
Packers versus Ravens.
We already know who you're picking, so maybe we can move on.
Packers.
Yeah. Okay.
And Super Bowl MVP. My Super Bowl MVP is Jordan Love. Okay, go.
Okay, so mine will be the Detroit Lions versus the Buffalo Bills. And I think we already talked about that, yeah. My predict to win the game is the Detroit Lions. Kenny will be in shambles. So
yes, I would.
In my Super Bowl MVP, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So yeah. I'm gonna get all my predictions right this year, Kenny. And you're gonna laugh and cry at the same time.
We'll talk in February. Okay, I think it's about time to end. We'll do our picks video a little bit.
Some picks to make.
But yeah, this was a fun episode, I say.
It was, and you are a Pittsburgh guy, Paul Skeens, baby. Yeah, Pirates are stinkers though. But
hey,
yeah,
we can't complain about a what's it called, a Steelers fan.
Yeah, what? Had a good time talking about MLB, talking about NFL predictions tonight.
But yeah, Royals lost tonight. Tigers have 12 games to win.
Yeah, so the Royals and Mariners both lost. So that's good for Cleveland if Cleveland wants any chance. They're gonna need Texas to start losing games though. Getting swept by them was pretty bad.
Yeah. But yeah, let's end this bad boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone.
Appreciate everyone tuning in. The sports expert is here as we are concluding another episode of the Two Friends Talking Sports podcast. This was episode 28. And, successful episode. I'm sure people will watch back and, look for our predictions, but I don't know.
But yeah, any thoughts about this coming week before we do our video?
I'm just excited for NFL to be back. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to play some bets. Kenny will all be having some ice cold domestics. So yeah.
I'll make some beer.
Yeah. Homemade beer.
How do you make homemade beer?
I don't know.
That's probably hard to make, but
yeah,
probably not impossible.
Yeah, probably not.
But yeah. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell to Max's channel.
Yes, sir. Hit the bell and subscribe to Kenny's channel and the link in the bio. So, yep. I appreciate everyone being here. Sports expert here, Ken Dog out here. We are out. It's another episode.
Later. Peace.